Hey everyone, and welcome to another speed building video. I had a lot of fun doing this build actually, and it was quite a large one in the end, but I'm very happy with how it turned out. I ended up calling it Newcrest Victorian because I'm unimaginative with names, and I built it in Newcrest, and it's kind of got a Victorian look to it. It's fine. Names are just names, basically. At least I don't just have the name of the lot, but like I used to do. So it's a large family home, quite sizable, in fact. So it was a fair amount of work to do, but I really did enjoy doing it, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. I know I said that already, but I am. So I may as well say it again. Say it all the time. Roofing took its time, but I'm happy with how that worked out as well. Yeah, as you can see, using the eight thingy or roof pieces. I don't know what I'm saying. Words are difficult, which, you know, me saying it doesn't bode well for a voiceover, but, you know, one of these days I might actually know what I'm doing. You know, a year and a half of doing this YouTube thing, and sometimes I'm just like, have I learned anything? Do I know anything? How has my ability to make videos improved? Has it? No. The answer is probably no. I don't know. I don't watch my own stuff. I should like go have a look at like the first video on this channel and be like, okay, maybe things have changed. I don't know. I know that my confidence has improved. Anyway, figuring out the layout of the upstairs area was very difficult. I think I got there at the end, but it was tricky. It was tricky. That's right. That's how it is sometimes. But yeah, I think it did turn out very well, and I did share a preview picture on Twitter before I finished it. So I was partway through it, possibly after my first session of build. And people seem to like it as well, so that's good. I'm very happy with it. I would play with Sims in here. I would live here myself, to be honest. I'd love to live here. Because the strange thing is, as much as like I do enjoy doing modern builds, they're not really my sort of style. For me personally, I would much prefer to live in a more traditional style home than a modern style, which, you know, it's fine. It's, you know, different people like different things. It's just odd that in reality I would prefer a traditional style home, but I actually enjoy doing my modern builds as well. But I think that's because you can be a bit more creative with them. But I mean, you can be very creative with traditional builds, and I enjoy doing those as well, and I am quite happy with this one. So yeah, it's lovely. Lively. I don't know. I'm just making sounds at this point. One day I'll know how to do a voiceover. But yeah, we're a fair way through the build now. I've done all the outside area, put in the windows. I used a lot of the stuff that came with Seasons because the stuff that came with Seasons is amazing. Also, if you ever need to do a cheap home, doors and windows from Seasons are so cheap, but they look very good. So yeah, just if you're doing a cheap starter home, I found when I was doing my 100 baby challenge house, because I do my 100 baby challenge on Twitch. when I stream. I doing those using the season stuff really did help keep the price down, which was good. It was good. Yay! Start at home stuff. Which of course was one of the options for that vote so long ago, but yeah, it's just crazy thinking about all the things that have happened in the Sims community actually. Anyway, I had to put in some lighting because I have this thing where I like to see what I'm doing. I don't know what it is. It's a very strange thing to want to see what you're doing. I apologize also because you can't see my face or anything. But yeah, there was yeah. If you can hear my cat in the background, yay! You get to hear my cat in the background. I mean, yeah, that's basically it. She's demanding attention, but she'll be fine. She'll get some attention later. Maybe. Probably not. Actually, she will. She will get attention later. And then she'll complain about it and bite me. It's fine. Cats are fun. So now we're going into the finishing part of the house. Like, doing the kitchen. Kitchen ended up quite long, which was not something I usually do, but I'm quite happy with how the kitchen actually did turn out in the end. It looks very good. I'm happy with how most of this, or all of this, turned out in the end, I think. So yeah. I was just trying to figure out how to get that island, because I wanted some island counter there. And I was just trying to get how I wanted the island counter to be, really. And I got there in the end. And yeah, it just looked good. And I used the stuff that came with Parenthood. Because they're good cabinets. The build by object. I mean, most of the packs have some really great build by objects, but I do have a special love for the counters that came with Parenthood. They are especially good. I just really love them. And they look good in these kind of older style homes as well. So, yay! And then of course those little alcoves you gotta put in a window seat, a bay window, that's it. Bay window. Is that the word I'm looking for? Yeah. Bay window seat. Yes. I might be wrong. I don't know. Words are hard. There's a few different little sitting areas down here. There's like this one here is more like a formal sitting area. There's no TV in that area. It's like family spends time. If you're entertaining, you got the fireplace. It's not where you sit and watch TV. That's on the other side. But yeah, this is just a nice little sitting area. It could be a good place to read a book. Yeah, play a game as a family. Use a coffee table. Put out a board game. Look, I know you don't do this in The Sims, but for me, I would put out a board game on my coffee table, or a puzzle, and we would do that as a family. That would be a great place for that. Yay. And just putting in the table, just trying to figure out the best place to put it, and then I move objects off. Because sometimes you just want to have it off just to make sure that it's sitting somewhere where Sims can actually access. Yeah. And so yeah, this area, it's a smaller area, but it's somewhere they can sit, watch TV. It's got cats and dogs stuff. I have used so many packs in this build. Yeah, it's a bit crazy, but that's alright. I decided that little thing there where the bathroom is and then the wall that divides the room up a little bit would have the bricks from the outside. I just thought it would be a nice little look, nice little continuation, bit of flow, bit of something. I imagine this as maybe like an older house that's being renovated downstairs, probably upstairs as well, but especially downstairs, and that it was originally the wall closed off and then they opened it up. That's how I picture it anyway. Because you know, those kind of older homes like that, the older homes would be closed off, like, not closed off, but like, would have a lot of smaller rooms rather than one big open plan. Yeah. So I imagine that they've just done that and they've knocked down the walls, got the open plan, been like, yeah, family time fun. I don't know what I'm saying. Family time fun. Woo! I don't know what that is. I have fun with my family sometimes. I say that because I know sometimes my family watches my videos. I have fun with you, I promise that! No, I'm kidding. Putting the curtains. By the way, curtains that came with seasons are perfect. I love them. I love that they're different widths. Different width curtains. It's just, yes. I love them. So many different good options. Yeah, they're good curtains. It was something I used to talk about all the time in my builds. We need more curtain options, but you know what? I think I might actually be satisfied with my curtain options now. I can't believe it. I might actually be satisfied with my curtain options now. And to think of all those times in videos where I'm like, we need more curtain options, we need more curtains, we need more curtains. I just give so much and I know if I get them. I'm kidding. I'm not crying. It's just nice to have those sorts of things. It's just, yeah. It really bugs me when you put in the shower and the way that the shower fits in, the shower head isn't against a wall. Like, even though it's against the shower wall, it's not against the wall. That bugs me. So I had to put in a wall there to make my shower fit. Of all things to bug me, yeah, it's that. Put in a bath mat so you know you don't slip. I didn't do it in the other rooms, the other bathrooms, because I forgot. So you know you can slip in those ones, but that's alright. If you break your toe, oh wait, you can't, so that's fine. Yeah. I like how I meant toe. I think you could break some things a bit more serious than that. And saying that, breaking a toe is freaking painful and pretty dang serious. Can I just say, from experience. Gosh. Anyway, just dashing the kitchen a bit, the sink stuff. I forgot about the Parenthood sink that matches the counters. Then I used them in the bathroom, and then I was like, oh, I could use it in the kitchen. And I was like, yeah, I don't want it in the kitchen. But yeah, just working on this bedroom. It's a children's bedroom. It's I imagine it like putting the bay window seat, putting some curtains, putting that new bed that came with the seasons with the canopies, which by the way I would have loved as a kid. Like, give me a canopy bed as a kid, and I would have been like, I mean Harry Potter. No, actually that's exactly what I would have been like, because they have canopy beds in Harry Potter. Anyway, also it's really pretty, and I would have been like, I'm a fairy princess. You know, I would have alternated between them. Yeah. Just putting in some stuff for the kids' room shelf. Okay, so what annoys me about those shelves is that, I mean, they're great shelves. I love them. I just wish things would fit on them. That you could actually, I mean, yeah, okay, some things will, but not a lot, and it bugs me. So yeah, fairy lights, tree, posters. Yeah, it's a kid's room. Just to make it really clear, it's a kid's room. But I mean, like, obviously, if you download it, do whatever the heck you want with it. I'm just decorating how I like it. You can change it as you see fit. Which, by the way, since uploading it, 60 something downloads, which is insane. That is the most amount of downloads any of my builds ever gotten. I'm just like, wow. Wow, wow, wow. And I haven't even done with the build video yet. I won't lie, I have been putting it off a bit because I never know what to say in the voiceovers, and also because I have been tired, and because of this reason and that reason. I could give you 1,000 excuses. All I know is that it's here now. But yeah, this room here is a little toddler's room. Got a teddy bear, got some curtains. They were being nice to me, so move objects as my friend. Yeah. Just putting a few things here and there. That got a llama, I don't know. And then these two rooms over there, one becomes a study and one becomes a bedroom. I imagine this one to be like a teenager's room, but I mean, or like a young adult. So like it's a family, and there's a young adult child in the family boarding with them, like for some reason. The niece of the mother of the family is living with them, and it's, like maybe she's studying at university or something, and I don't know, I'm just making it up, and has come out of town to live with this family in that spare room, which by the way is not that out of. That's literally what's happening. With my dad and stepmother, they have my stepmother's cousin's daughter living with them at the moment, coming out of town to the uni, so like that's not outside of the realm of possibility. That's why that came to my head. But anyway, moving on. You don't need to know about who's living with my family and stuff like that. But yeah, anyway, there's that bedroom, and then there's a study room. This one's got a couple of computers. I think I put a case in. I put an easel in, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, bonsai bush, yes. Yeah. I was thinking about putting a piano in somewhere, but didn't quite fit in anywhere. Like, I could have if I moved things around, but I was really happy with how things were, so I was thinking, yeah. But yeah, so now we're moving out to the outside. You came in from the outside. Every time I say outside now, I think of that vine. But yeah, the little area there, table with an umbrella, little pool. I don't know why I said little pool twice, but yeah. And that's when I changed all the outdoor flooring. But that's right. Outdoor concrete. That's the word I was looking for, I think. Just putting in a few things for the pool, just making it fun for the family. They're a very rich family. As far as I'm concerned, anyone with a pool, rich. Basically, that's how I determine if people are rich or not. You have a pool, you're rich. I mean, not actually, but like, kind of. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. I mean, it's a very large house. And yeah, you got a pool in the backyard, and it's a nice backyard area. Like, you gotta have money to live here. It is a very, I can't remember how much it costs, but yeah. I wasn't building a starter home now, was I? I might though. When I was streaming, someone asked if I'd ever do just base game builds, and I was thinking I might be. I could do that. I could do 1 or 2 just base game builds. Maybe if I don't go, oh, I want to use, I want to use, that's in that pack, I might have that, nope, other pack, oh gosh, just base game, that scares me actually now that I think about it, but I will, it'll be a challenge to build with just base game, oh dear, I'll do it, But if I do that, should it be like a starter home, or should it be just like, or is that limiting myself too much? I don't know. Sometimes it's good to limit yourself a lot. I don't know. Sometimes I find choices are difficult. My boyfriend can attest to that, so can my stepfather. I don't like making choices. Putting into some terrain paint, you know when you swing, and this is my thought process in doing the terrain paint under the swings. You know, you like drag your feet into the dirt to stop yourself. That's why I put the dirt terrain paint there, because I'm just like, yeah, that would make sense. It would get a bit worn down. There wouldn't be grass there anymore. It'd be dead. So that's what I did. If you were wondering why I did that, possibly weren't. It was possibly too quick. This is a speed build. It's at 6 times speed. Could have made it a lot quicker. Could have done 8 times speed. That would have made the video a lot shorter. Not like a lot, obviously. But I was like 4 times, 8 times. I know. In the middle is always the option. I don't know. And this was the point where I was like, oh, I forgot about the bathroom in the middle of the downstairs area. So I had to add it at that point, because I had completely forgotten about it. Like, I'm not kidding when I say that. I really had. I was almost like, oh, there's that empty space there with a door into it. Oh, it was supposed to be a bathroom, right? I remember. Let's call it brain fog and blame the chronic fatigue syndrome. There's my answer every time I forget something. It's called brain fog, and we blame the chronic fatigue syndrome. I've always been. I don't think. I mean, I've always had issues remembering some stuff, so no. But I get to blame it now, so I'm gonna. I just thought I'd put that on the fridge, and then it didn't work out, so I removed it. You know, just that kind of normal stuff. Just putting in a few more decor items to really finish everything off. Why did I say off like that? Just like really like off. You know what? I did it, so there you go. Just putting in a few things. I use those Ferrolites so often. I'm pretty sure I said that in the last video I did, and I'm pretty sure I'll say it again. But I do use them quite a lot. That's fine. That's fine. Just put an end to finishing touches. I was considering putting in one of the Winterfest trees, because it could have fit, but then I was like, yeah, I'll do that from like a Christmas theme build. If I do a Christmas theme build, I probably won't. Or I'll get to like December 24th and be like, oh, Christmas. Ooh. But anyway, here we are going into the pictures. In live mode, it was raining, so yeah. But that is all for this video. You can download it from the gallery. My username is AnnelieseMB, or there is a link down below. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.